Forgive me, forgive me. Can you forgive me for my tardiness? I'm troubleshooting. For some reason, my output is totally out on the other computer. No matter what I do, I don't went to settings. I know all the procedures, but for some reason, I can't access it. But that's okay. It's something I did. It had to be something I've done. But I won't be sharing the screen and stuff that I had planned because I'm on another computer, and this is the computer where I cannot stand using the mouse. I can't stand clicking the mouse. I was so glad when they had when touch pads came out or the pins, the right, or you could touch screen. One of my computers, I could write on the screen. I loved it. But this clicking the mouse, I never liked that clicking the mouse. But that's why I'm so late. Greater light. I'm live. I'm live, huh? Greater light, greater light. Remember this song? Do y'all remember this song? This the song that was in my head a little while ago, huh? And I started singing it, and I don't know, but that Whitney Houston song right there means something. I believe the children are future. You don't have to have a magnificent voice to sing that song, huh? I don't have a magnificent voice, huh? You have some people that could be like, yeah. I wish I could do that sometimes. Sometimes I be hating on the slick side. I'd be like, dang, I wish I could do all that, huh? God took it from me. God said, none for you. You won't be able to. You already too cocky. You too vain. My grandmother used to say, you vain, child. You vain. Get out that mirror. You stop being so vain. It's in my veins. It's in the bloodline. It's in what? Huh? You don't have to have a magnificent voice to sing that. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Ain't nobody can sing that song like my niece. Huh? Ain't nobody can sing that song like my niece. I'm telling you. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier make it easier for them to deal with this bull crap that's coming. Oh, there's no replay, regenerational curses, and all that bull crap, huh? And you got people like me can't do nothing but sit back and just watch and say nothing, because nobody don't believe nothing I say anyway, huh? Now that I can't share the screen, I got to freestyle in a whole different type of way because I'm not on the other computer. And then I don't like using the mouse. And this one is one of them big, like, look like a dog on TV type thing. I don't know. But I'm going to try my best because God knows I wanted to come back and go live today. And then, like I said, I want to go live every day up until whatever day my mama said I was born, whatever it say on the birth certificate. I don't know. I wasn't here. I wasn't here when this flesh came to birth. I had songs I wanted to play and all, but for some reason, I'm talking about all through the settings, I can't do nothing to adjust and not even reset. You know how you could go and go to old discovery and reset your sound settings and all that. I'm talking about it said no, we don't can't find no devices. So I go to try to troubleshoot. And since that's under a whole different, now ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time, but I'm live. I believe the children are future. And if it comes down to it, then I'll start going live from my phone. And I hate going live from my phone. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride. The government ain't thinking nothing about the children to make it easier. They do, but they think of it in like St. Jude's type of way. Huh? They tell you all in the Federal Register, everything they doing to the children, all the experiments. Huh? And you can't tell me Boule Union and all that that know that they down with it ain't got parts and stuff to do with it. Masons and all. Because they are supposed to be the teachers. They're the educated ones. And they ain't educationally telling you all the bull crap that's going on to try to affect the children some way, somehow. Huh? Yeah, I believe the children are our future. Well, maybe if I sing it like this, it'll get some attention. Teach them well and let them lead the way. This is a singing day. Why Rabbi said, if you can't, if you believe you can't, then you can't. You sing. I was thinking about the can'ts, right? I was thinking about the can'ts. I was thinking about I was going through and I was like the can't, and I started going down the canting, right? And I remember one of the first books I read that had Kant in it when I was probably about 9 or 10 years old. And you could believe, nope, I may have been a little bit older, between 9 and 12. And I'm gonna tell you whose book it was. But for me to read a book like that and not really be in a uh, conscious community, but to have a thought of a book like that in my head, in my brain before 12 years old. Canterbury Tales. The Canterbury Tales. Look, that book has been far out of my memory, but it happened to pop in the algorithm of my mind just a hour ago. The Canterbury Tales. So I said, well, I really don't remember the book, but I remember reading. I remember we had the book. And who gave us the book was Craig Gottlieb's mother. She gave me, like, she would pass on his books that he was too old for. He had done read to death or something. I don't know. His collection of the Hardy Boys mystery and the Nancy Drew mysteries, they ended up being mine. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making this up. This is not a myth. And I'm not saying it like he's so fake, because he seems to be humble in whatever it is that he believes. I'm not saying he is humble and he believes in um a union of white people. I don't know what he believes. Huh? It ain't like we kept in communication or nothing like that, or nothing. He barely talked to me when I used to be gathering up his clothes and socks and stuff to put in the washing machine. Huh? Helping my grandma out. I'm just saying. That book at 12 years old. So I decided to look. I was like, the can't. You can cant, the cantation, because I was looking at the definition and the etymology of canting. And that book came to my mind, Canterbury Tales. And when I started looking at it, I was like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me all this was in my brain at that early age? Huh? My goodness. See, nothing is by mistake. Nothing is a coincidence. Huh? Why would I be at 9? And I had to be 9 years. I'm not exaggerating. I had to be about 9 or 10 years old. This is before my niece and nephew came to live with us. So Miss Gottlieb would give us. her books, and the other lady that my grandmother, now she looks straight like Native American Indian. They Native American. If you go by phenotypes of Native American with the slanted eyes and the soft, silky hair and all that, that's my stepfather's side of the family. The bow-legged Demarys and all them. That's my stepfather's side of the family. So his mother, she did the same type of job that my grandmother did. And the rich people houses that she would go to that cleaned up books that they gave her was the National Geographic. When they finished with National Geographics, um, almanacs, and things like that, it would come. She would split it between all the grandchildren. Sally Sue Serpent Slayer, supper, what's up, Perry King Ellis, what's up, what's up, I almost didn't think I was gonna make it alive. I don't know what happened, and I'm not computer illiterate, but for some reason I can't get access to the input and output on no type of sound. And it's time for that computer to reset anyway. They're supposed to do an update like they always do, but I had set it out. I was like, y'all ain't finna do that whole 2 or 3 days update on my computer. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Huh? But I'm live. Huh? I just went and got another computer. And I can't stand being on this one right here. This one is for the grandchildren. This the one they be watching Gracie's Corner and Rachel, Miss Rachel. I split it up. It ain't no discrimination. Miss Rachel teaches them. He learned more from Miss Rachel with sign language, huh? And Gracie's Corner is more about the beat, huh? But this day computer, I don't like clicking the mouse, huh? But I had to go live. Back to the children. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Wait, if I wait. Lord, give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter. Sally Sue, I'm sorry for what you went through. Huh? And everybody is going to get what they deserve, huh? It's something transitioning that happened that everybody's going to get. The ones who think they stuff is all secret, like God can't see, huh? Everybody's going to get it. Like every eye is going to see. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That's why I could talk to. Look, if you go Sally Sue into my community post, I addressed the message to Prince York. I'm waiting on Prince York to come say something to me, huh? I tried to get up there on Copper Total. I said, Copper Christ, look, go ahead, drop your link. Nah, you good where you at. It's something wrong, something suspicious. People scary. It's something going on ain't right, huh? And it seemed like it all boils down to me. I guess I'm making it about me. I guess. Sally Sue, look. I seen something today. The green light's supposed to be y'all to be able to see the green lights tonight, especially up there. Hey, Red Squid X, you gets to see some more green light. But I think if you go out and see green light, you gonna see more than what everybody else see, huh? They supposed. I'm talking about the solar system. You see, I mentioned green light the other day. Go back about 3 or 4 days ago. Here we go. Bora. Every time I say Bora, I think of Sister Soul. That seemed like that was one of her favorite words, huh? I know she be so happy when she see Bora, huh? I have the utmost respect for Sister Soul, huh? I do. I don't know how she ever felt about me or not. But one day she seemed like she was gonna try to talk to me some type of way, but she did it so respectful. I say, nah, huh? They leave Sister Soul alone. But that Bora and a lot of stuff that I learned from Sister Soul. But her mind is so out there up there with them Ouroboros and everything, I didn't want my mind to just go all the way, huh? I'm just mentioning her name because of Ouroboros. I would have never actually known the details and stuff about that if it wasn't for, and a lot of other stuff, like going to the almanacs and going to getting a lot of information out of Library of Congress and like the breakdown of the matrix and stuff like that. Huh? And certain intakes that you could take for healing your body and stuff like that. I don't know. I just had to, whatever's on my mind. That's how these lives gonna go. It's just how it's gonna go, huh? Don't come over here looking for no what you call it, structure. You already got Biden working with your infrastructure and your outer structure in his nomics, huh? They doing all this research. Oh, this was the main thing I think they was trying to block me from saying, because I was going through Bing, going through Google, and I saw an ad or something, whatever it was. I don't even know what media company dropped the link about this information, but I said, see there, it say on the Titanic, that little implosion that happened, the people signed so many waivers. And the main thing about the waivers is those waivers said experimental. Now, remember when I started talking about the CHIPS Act almost a year ago, I said, look, it's the fact that they say an experiment, they letting you know now that everything they've been doing is experimental research and development all through the CHIPS Act law, all through these different laws and regulations, and through Bidenomics. His main stance is this is research and development, meaning they won't be able to impeach him or any of his colleagues that's been putting it out there all loud and clear. This is research and development. When the fires come, you can't come back and say you owe us money because our fires and stuff. But no, we told y'all it's experimental research and development. You allowed it to go in the law, so this is the waiver. You signed the covenant when he said the word covenant on the State of the Union address. You believe in the military and the military funds. We as ones protected you, but we doing the research and development. We doing new research and development on your blood. We doing new research and development on PTSD. We doing new research and development on all y'all religions. We doing new research and development on whatever you think your blood type is. We doing research and development on your light code. And we hooking you up to artificial intelligence, because every time you need something or you need some information, you're going to come and click Google, Bing, or anybody else. And the questions that you really have questions about that we ain't going to answer, like, where's Dr. Malachi Z. York? Huh? Is he alive? Huh? What's the big to do about this brother Polite? He ain't just in the conscious communities. He's just is all over the communities, the boxing communities, the sports communities, huh? The crypto communities, all over, huh? And big old Eddie Griffin with his big wide eyes talking about we handle pedophiles while they in there. I don't know who he was talking. I don't know if he was talking about Epstein or Dr. Malachi Z. York, because Dr. Malachi Z. York ain't in the cell. I don't know what he was talking about. But how come your business ain't handled, Eddie Griffin? Huh? Because y'all full of it, huh? They playing mind games, huh? They doing research and development. Can a dummy, huh? James Cameron them, huh? They said, look, as long as we say research and development, ain't nobody can do nothing. Ain't nobody can say nothing because ain't nobody saying nothing. Experimental research and development. A billionaires, all the billionaires. If a billionaire could go ahead and not have no none of their families can receive no kind of compensation. They can't receive no insurance funds or nothing because they can't receive no, what do you call it, reparations or nothing on the implosion because it said research and development and they signed the waiver. Huh? It's sad. I'm laughing, but it's sad. It's sad. What about the children? Huh? One day I was passing my so-called, he wasn't a probational officer. He was more like my conditional release specialist. Huh? And after I went and stood trying to stop them from taking away my parental rights with my third child, the one who was on the table with her chest wide open the same month that my stepfather transitioned. Um, she, no stomach muscles. She had unfalocele and all that. This is another, one of those research and development issues. And I went and sat in front of some doctor. The doctors change up when they come in and they uniform look like, well, they scrubs look like military scrubs. And I told him, I said, y'all know I didn't do this, but I can't take no medicine. I can't take no medicine. Y'all, he said, nah, you're going to take the medicine. You're not going to get from out of here. My whole point is when they did that research and development there on me, the so-called probation or release officer, conditional release specialist, he said, what about Wilhelmina? That's my daughter's name. I named her Wilhelmina. He said, what about Wilhelmina? But when I was standing there in the courtroom, he wasn't there with me. And the court that was in the judge that I was standing in front of was the same judge that had his mama had my son. And it was a big old lady, looked like Tyler Perry without the gray hair. And they told me, they said, you know what? Uh, we bringing this to your attention. We want to terminate her parental rights. Yes, she could be at the hospital giving her daughter her milk and keeping her alive and all that and using the motherly bond for our research and development. But she got a 10-year-old. We want to go ahead and take her. We want to know how she still got a hold of this 10-year-old daughter. How come she's still in her custody? Yeah, I went through stuff like that. He said, what about Wilhelmina? And I said in my mind, like, when I came to you, when I found out I was pregnant with her, I said, oh my God, huh? They're going to take her from me. Maybe because I spoke it in the air. I don't know. But in the position that I was in, trying to numb myself from my son's transition on 9/11, I know I wasn't fit as a mother. But I said I was going to do my endeavor best, right? And go ahead and jump through them hoops all over again. 5 years after my son's transition. So I jumped through these hoops and they went ahead and made me take all these different medications while I was pregnant with her. Like they couldn't do something else. As soon as I found out I was pregnant with her, I stopped any drug that I was doing. But maybe that might have been a little too late. I don't know because when they did the first couple of ultrasounds, her heart and everything was fine. Her body hadn't formed yet. But they made it mandatory that I would continue taking Depakote, Geodon, and maybe a couple of other, the ones for side effects, the pills for side effects and all that. So this was part of their research and development on me and her. And she had her first surgery soon as she was born because they had to, once she was born, her heart, okay, her heart, everybody's heart is on one side, her heart is on the opposite side. And then there's some wiring in her heart where her heart had to be clipped and the wires had to be put properly for her heart flow to go properly. Then she had to get her stomach muscles meshed together because she didn't have any stomach muscles. And while I was there during those surgeries and her being there with her open heart surgery and everything, knowing that as I was watching Yes We Can, they had mandated that I would take those medicines. And some people say you can't be mandated. When you under conditional release, you could be mandated. Huh? And the way that they mandated, because Depakote, they have to check the blood for the liver. And of course, when you're pregnant and in a condition like me, they have to do continuous. We gonna take your blood. We gonna make sure you ain't taking no drugs and nothing like that. And we gonna make sure you taking this medication that we gonna mandate you to take. So after I stood in the courts a couple more times, I hadn't gotten me a good job working communications, electronic, and engineering. That's right around the police. The majority of the customers in that field that I worked was police officers. Uh, and I'd go to the hospital and get there on time and go to courts while they go ahead and continue with their we and terminate your parental rights immediately. And they said, "What are you doing? How you still have another child?" There's all types of simulations that I done been in and into with research and development. And for me to know that I've been through some stuff and a lot of people have been through it. I'm not saying there isn't people out there that don't commit crimes and stuff, that everything is part of research and development and people don't deserve to get electric chairs and penises chopped off and all that kind of stuff. But in my case, so I'm not going to stop talking because it is about the children. It ain't even about us. It's about the children. If they could wipe all the adults out right now, the government, they'd be so happy. Now let's just get rid of all the adults, huh? All the adults that care, huh, about the children. There's nothing that I could do except for sit here and talk about random stuff. Just on and on and on and on. James Cameron them said, look, they signed a waiver and it all they billions in the world don't make a difference. All they billions don't mean nothing because we said it was experimental research and development and we let you know what we was doing, just like these fires and everything else that they planning and everything else that they doing. Or maybe it's not they doing it, I'm the only one that can see that it's going on, it's just me, right? This is what the thing said. It's the insider that put that place that what you call it. It says read Ocean Gates page waiver signed by would-be Titan passengers. The Titan passengers, they named Kamala Harris and what's her name? Duckett. It's the two Titans at the White House, one of the White House briefings. Would be Titan passenger listing all the ways they could die in experimental sub. So Ocean Gate is not responsible. And they learned that from Modi. They learned that Modi, the one who told, as a matter of fact, it was Elon. Elon put out before the Titan went out there, he said, "Y'all follow instructions." No, read the instructions. That's what he said. He said, "Read the instructions." When he sent the red dragon out, y'all know about that? Read the instructions. Ooh, Florida snake hunter bags 16-foot Burmese python loaded with 60 eggs. Ooh, 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 that looked fake. That looked like artificial intelligence news. Oh, there go James Cameron. I said James Cameron, and I'm looking down in my phone, and here they go. Here he go again. Titanic director James Cameron lists 102-acre oceanfront Southern California. I knew it was some money involved somewhere. James Cameron was gonna be long before he get the money he deserved. Oceanfront Southern California, 33 million. What is y'all doing down here, Canada dummy? Huh? Ain't James Cameron, isn't he a hierarchy in the what you call it? You should know more about him than anybody. Huh? Because you the one I wouldn't have known who the hell James Cameron was. He got a tranquility base. He just purchased it, right? Oh, he purchased it in 1999, but they making a big deal about it now. What you had to do with that Titanic being, he said, as long as it say research and development, we is straight. You gets the funds, you keep the insurance money and all. Huh? Look, listen. James Cameron lists 102-acre oceanfront Southern California rent for $33 million. I wonder if it's over there by the Ray that I was showing earlier, yesterday, a couple of days ago, over there by Diablo Cabin, where I said, what's her name? Kamala Harris. They're supposed to be doing some type of seance or something. The Avatar, the Way of Water filmmaker, and his Susie Amos Cameron share the home of exclusive Hollister Ranch neighborhood in Santa Barbara's Gaviota Coast. His wife Susie Amos. I bet you that means something. Susie Amos. 68-year-old filmmaker and 61-year-old former film actress. Because he was married to, what's her name, right? He was married to the girl from Terminator. Y'all know the girl from Terminator. I can't figure her name right now. 68-year-old filmmaker, Cameron, Tranquility Base. The estate is named Tranquility Base. A tennis court and a swimming pool, as 2,000 square foot house, 2 barns. What all that supposed to mean? You just purchased something, or they reminding you of what's finna go up in flames? Oh, this how he finna get his money. No, I hope you have solar panels on there. Because if you got solar panels anywhere on there, you is not getting no insurance money. You get the same treatment, tariff for tariff. What Trump say? Eye for eye, tooth for tariff. President Trump say tariff for tariff. So if they did implosion, when your stuff get blowed up or whatever is gonna happen, burnt up or whatever over there, James Cameron, this is my message to you, huh? You don't get nothing because you got solar wear on your house. You can't take it off right now, huh? You can't go take it off, huh? What is solar wear? No insurance. Insurance does not cover anywhere your pool is solar heated, huh? Go ahead and show off your facility so you can act like you crying when it gets burnt up. Yep, see, you got solar power wind generator. You don't get no. Did you see? You all the way in Canada and ain't read what Biden put down, huh? What Biden put down. Biden telling everybody, go ahead, go get solar panel, solar panel. And then they got a little clause in the Federal Register say anybody got solar panels on their home ain't gonna get covered in certain states and communities and stuff. You ain't gonna get no insurance coverage. So go ahead, show your fancy home. Ain't nobody impressed with that. Huh? It's just dirt. It's dirt and wood, huh? That's all it is. Dirt and wood. I remember one of my in-laws. Well, she could have been my in-law. Huh? She could have been my in-law. And she had took me to some fancy home. I'm talking about they had what she considered fancy. Huh? And they had the bar down in the basement. I'm talking about it's all decked out and everything. And I was thinking about when I was, living in Atlanta years before, and places and houses that I had to clean growing up, and mm, NFL players' houses and people that my father frequented, some of the Jews that he was friends with that had big mansions and stuff like that, and he would play golf with and things like that. I thought about all them houses that I went in. How he used to talk to me and say, this like means nothing. All the property and stuff he could have had. This is my stepfather now, right? So when she took me to these houses and stuff throughout the lower parts of Georgia, people that own they own lakes in her family and stuff. I used to walk and be like, okay, okay. And then she said, what's wrong with you? Like you ain't impressed. But I'm not. I'm just saying, it's just a tub. It's just it's just land. It's just I don't know. I don't know. So for you, James Cameron, huh? Now all of a sudden you want to be showing your fancy 33 million, 45 million, and all that good stuff, right? You is not excluded for what Biden them about to do with they fire guards and all that. Huh? And since you got it advertised that you got solar power all over the place, once they finish, you is not getting insurance. The same thing you did to the people on the Ocean Gate, you and your team, because billionaires' lives matter too, huh? Billionaires and their children's lives matter too. Ain't nobody with y'all games, huh? Let me get off here. I'll come back later when I have some more constructive information to go over. I can't do it on this computer because I don't want to be clicking them out. So all it is just a bunch of free stuff. But I really wanted to go over how Miami, the 12 points of Miami, or does it even matter? It don't even matter, right? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that the crimes against the children of the world, huh? Forget the adults. The crimes against the children. It's children's first. Then the mothers. And I'm not talking about mothers going out there taking their men's jobs and stuff and walking around like rhinestone cowboys and stuff like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking I'm not that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. But anyways, who knows? What I'm saying don't mean nothing. Nobody don't believe nothing I say anyway. And I'm running my mouth and doing the hot stink breath out of my air. Wait, air out of my stink breath just for the hell of it while I wait. Prince York, you ain't get over here yet and have no response. No response. No response, Prince York. I want to know what Dr. Malachi York is, and then I can just stop. And the only person that probably could give me that answer is you. I want to talk more to the rabbi and stuff, but he ain't gonna be direct. He ain't gonna come over here in my chat. I don't have enough. All I have is a raggedy smile. Ain't nobody want to be paid with no smile. Uh, ain't nobody want to be paid with no smile. Can a dummy? They capitalize on your vulnerability. Did they capitalize? I don't care about them capital A B C D. Who is that? It don't matter to me, huh? Who they capitalized? On how? On what? On what? You let me know. Let me know what you talking about. Who is they and how they capitalized off of me when I'm supposed to feel some type of way because they eating up the money, that same dollar bill, they getting paid. They took the 30 pieces of silver. I'm vulnerable. They're the vulnerable ones. If somebody capitalizing off of my innocence and my truth like they do to children, is it making me the vulnerable one for hell and what's to come and what they getting, what they deserve, or does it make who the capitalists are the vulnerable ones? Ooh, can of dummy. Because that money ain't real. Huh? Them houses ain't nothing. The same what they call castles and pyramids and all that is made out of the same smucking muck as a old 300, 400-year old house in Coconut Grove that was built with the same smuck and muck that survived all kind of storms and hurricanes, right? It's the same material. What? Because a ceiling is higher? Because it's shiny and sparkly? Huh? Because wait, because somebody's bank account says $300 million of nothing but light and numbers. It ain't even real. Like it ain't even. You can't even touch it. And transferring it from one form of light to another form of light, which light is free. Did I tell you, Canada Dummy, the big joke with all the artificial intelligence between all the artificial intelligence beings, the big joke is that about humans is that humans would willingly pay for something that's free. So I don't know who and what is they capitalize on your vulnerability, huh? Right. Greater light. I like they could go ahead and continue to get all the money. Uh, like even my mama them. She felt like I needed to capitalize off of my what you call it, my traumas and pains. Huh? What that tell you? If my mama was telling me all these years, yes, what they did to you, she ain't here now, right? But what they did to you, you go ahead and capitalize off of it, right? TDJs, right? This person, that person, and then did. There's something don't sound right about that to me. So I say even my mama could capitalize off of my vulnerability if that's what you say, can of dummy. I'm waiting. I'm gonna sit back and wait on this. And I'm not gonna stop talking. And again, if the computer don't work, guess I'll be using the phone. Huh? Because I'm not gonna stop. Huh? Did it's you saying can of dummy they capitalize off my innocence? Isn't that what they do to the children? Damn, I'm like a child, man. Goodness, that's sad.